I gotta get down out of here. It's like a freaking wind tunnel up here. Good morning, campers. It is Sunday, June 19th, also known as Juneteenth. It's also Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there who might be watching. I'm just getting ready to leave the Melville Nauheim shelter. It's a strange shelter. I'll show you again. It's kind of dark in here. The bunks are like extra wide. There's like this little extra shelf here, which I guess you can use to sit at that table there. The bottom bunks actually have that extra extension. That's like the bench that you would sit on to eat at that little table. There was 5 of us. Sorry, I'm trying to do the phone here on. There's 5 of us in there, 1 on each of the bunks, and then 1 person on the floor. And there was another guy who tented. This is billed as an 8-person shelter. I don't see how you could possibly fit 8. I mean, you'd have to be coupled shoulder to shoulder on each of the bunks. It's just not feasible. You'd have to be really, really good friends. Okay, I'm off and hiking. Last night at the shelter, a guy named Dan doing the long trail. He was tenting. And then inside the shelter was Hot Rocks. He's also doing the long trail. And then the other AT through hikers were Lightyear, Margaritaville, and Trouble. So there's 5 of us in there. It was a little interesting. Trouble came in late, almost dark, and so she slept on the floor, kind of underneath the bottom bunks. It was kind of awkward for her. She got bit by a mouse on her finger, which is disconcerting because you don't know what diseases mice carry. If a mouse bites you, I don't know. I'd want to get that checked out. I'm shooting for 17.4 miles today. It's kind of getting to the upper end of my limit. Kind of 18 is where I kind of draw the line, depending on the terrain. I do have an 18-mile day coming up this week, over 18.6 or something. So I've just got to keep moving. I've got to keep my breaks short. I'm going to try to get by with 2 breaks today. One at the around 6-mile mark, one around the 12-mile mark. So that'll be about 1/3 of the way through, and then 2/3 of the way through, and then I'm at camp. Usually I try to take breaks around the 5-mile marks, depending on terrain again. But I just want to make good time today. I don't want to kill myself, but I just want to keep moving. As you can see, I got my puffy on, which is a rarity. I literally don't think I've ever hiked in my puffy. Maybe once, and it was underneath my rain jacket. But it's very cold this morning. It rained half the night. They called for a 20% chance of rain, and it started raining. Gosh, it was raining from about 6 o'clock until well past midnight. I don't even know what time it stopped. But so everything's wet. Surprise. Slippery. Rocks, roots, and so on. So I've got some uphills today. Not bad. It's not a terrible day, but there are a few moderate climbs. Look at the sun's trying to peek out now. Goodness. It's supposed to get up to about 60 today. So a chilly day overall, which is good for hiking. You don't sweat, you don't overheat. And that's about it. Last thing I'll say is the privy at the Melville Nauheim shelter is one of the nicest privies I've seen yet. Brand new, very clean, very big, spacious, bright. There was a little bit of toilet paper in there too. So I used that, didn't have to use my own. Entering the Glastonbury wilderness. Cool. All right, let's see what they have to offer. Okay, as you can see, I took off my puffy and my wool beanie that I had under my visor hat here. I was starting to sweat. There's a lot of little uphill climbs, and I didn't want to get all sweaty underneath my puffy. So we'll see how I do. And my shirt is a little bit damp from perspiration, so I got to keep moving, stay warm. Once that dries, hopefully I'll be warm enough. There's not as much wind today, and the chill seems to have left the air to some extent, and the sun keeps trying to poke out. So I know it's only going to get a little bit warmer. Not by much, maybe another 10 degrees. But if I keep moving, I'll stay warm enough, and I'll be okay like this. But if I get a chill and I can't shake it, then I'll have to put my rain jacket on to act as a windbreaker, and also to trap some of my body heat and keep me a little bit warmer. But yeah, see, here comes the sun. Sun poking through the trees. So I just passed Lightyear and Margaritaville at the 7-mile mark. They're taking their lunch break. I was very pleased that that's the 7-mile mark. I did that in just a hair over 3 hours, which is phenomenal on these trails. I'm really happy. I was hoping at least to have done 6. So to have done 7, really, really good. So now I have some breathing room if the trail gets tougher later today. A couple other hikers came along, KG and Chewy, both Nobo through hikers. So I'm going to hike on to the next shelter, which is the Cooper something shelter. It's 1.5 miles from where I just passed Lightyear and Margaritaville. I'll stop there, have my lunch, you know, my wrap bread with peanut butter, finish off my caffeine drink, and just take a rest, take my pack off, rest for a little bit, sign the register, and so on. It's the Goddard shelter, which I'm just leaving after my lunch break. And according to this sign, it says Kid Gore Shelter 4.1. Now Guthook says it's 4.3. So who knows? Who knows? And what in the world is going on with the trail here? All right. I think it goes up this way. And there's all kinds of crazy trails going every which way, so I gotta figure out where I'm going. Okay, I'll check in later. Bye. All right, it's my second fire tower, but today's a sunny day, so let's see what we can see up here. Going up the fire tower, and it's a sunny day, but it's a windy day too. It always seems to be windy when I climb these things. Well, I say always. This is the second time I've done it. I gotta put my phone quarter on my hand, so drop my phone through the grate. That would be tragic. All right. Oh boy. It's scary. Oh my goodness. Getting the treetop level. Yeah, just about the treetops. Oh boy. I'll blow my hat off my head. Holy cow. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, getting the view. It's windy. Oh my god. Oh, this is scary. Holy cow. Windy. Oh, I can go all the way to the top on this one? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna stick my head under. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, the wind. Holy cow. Oh, there's no glass in the windows up here. It's just whipping through. Holy cow. It's like a wind tunnel. Jeepers. Holy crap. I gotta duck down out of the wind. Whoa, that's wicked. All right, I'll stand back up and give you a 360. I gotta get down out of here. It's like a freaking wind tunnel up here. Every time I stand up, it's like everything off my head. Blow my phone right out of my hand. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Back to this hole. Jeez. Oh my god. I gotta get down below tree level. Quick, quick, quick. Holy cow. I barely got to enjoy the views up there. I didn't really get to enjoy the views at all, frankly. I just looked around and it was just like literally like a wind tunnel. Holy cow, that's gotta be like the top of Mount Washington. Wow, my hands are like numb right now. That air is cold and it's blowing hard. I'm below tree level, so it's calmed down. Thankfully I have my rain jacket on as a windbreaker. Ow! That's why I put it back on during my break. I was like, this wind is cold, even though the sun's out. Alright, I'm almost to the ground. Wow, okay, that was interesting. That was wicked. That was like hurricane force winds. That was wild. So I made really good time getting to that shelter. 8.5 miles in just a little over 3 hours, which is really time I'm very happy with. But now, got a lot of rocks I've got to navigate down the mountain here, and this is going to slow me down. Big old ring of wood sitting there on top of a rock on the side of the trail. It's pretty cool. Someone must have set that up there. Beaver's handiwork. That dam created this pond. And there's this little beaver house out there. Oh, this nonsense is really slowing me down. Oh my gosh, it's just a rock field. So a lot of focus required. Gotta watch the ground, watch your step. Be careful, don't twist anything. Certainly don't break anything. As much as I enjoy the scenic trail, the ferns and the moss, the rocks, it just slows me down. Going through this kind of stuff, this is going uphill too. It's nice, it's attractive to look at. It's just a pain to navigate. A nice view, not such a nice shelter to go with it. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't tell, but it's kind of leaning a little bit. It's a little cockeyed. And you can tell they've put these boards in the corners, like here. That diagonal board there, and over here. Right there. And then up in the ceiling, you can see a couple of diagonal boards up there. I think that's to keep this from shifting anymore. Because when I came up behind it, I thought, oh, gee, that place is cockeyed. And you can see if I show you on the inside. Probably looks a little cockeyed. You know, the back wall. Okay, so like, for the 4th time today, I've had to check my GPS because I couldn't find a blaze. And there were different trails going off different directions. Vermont, you gotta step up your blazing game, guys. You know, I know you got the Green Mountain Club here, maintains both the long trail and the AT. This trail's doing double duty, both the long trail and the AT. You gotta blaze better. You need more blazes, and you need better blazes. Some of the blazes are so faded and flaking off that you can't even tell that it's a blaze anymore. I would have expected the Green Mountain Club to do a bang-up job on the trail because they're so kind of prominent, and the long trail is such a popular trail, but blazing's pretty poor, guys, from what I've seen so far. Sorry, just got to call it what it is. Oh, hell. The trail goes right by that little cave under that rock. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. I gotta get past that. That's gonna freak me out. Oh, that's creepy. Whoa. Oh, get up the other side here. Jeepers. Oh, it's steep. Okay, there it is. I'm past it. That's creepy though. Wow.